Hello my dear students, this is Tanuja Gupta. Welcome to my channel Tanuja Biostudies. After talking about osmosis as well as diffusion of the chapter absorption by root, now the next different ways by which also root absorb water as well as minerals, these are like active transport, turgidity and flaccidity, and there's one more phenomenon is also there, that is called root pressure. In this video we will discuss all 3 points. Let's take them one by one. First of all, I am taking active transport. Okay, now what do you mean by active transport? As I told you, molecules always move from its high concentration to low concentration. But in case of active transport, what is happening? The solute particle, or you can say molecules, they moves from its low concentration to high concentration, okay, through a semi-permeable membrane, okay, semi-permeable membrane. It is going from low to high concentration. Like you can understand it like if you are going up a stair, then you have to put a lots of energy. So same is happening here, because it is going from low to high, so it has to put energy, or plant need energy to do this kind of movement in the form of ATP molecule. Understood? Okay, now why is this happening in case of plant? What happen when root, like this is the root, when root it absorb various minerals. Okay, so if this is a root diagram and this is the what, root hair. Okay, this is root hair. Now inside the root there is so many vacuoles are present, in which what is present? Cell sap is present. This cell sap is rich in various minerals, okay, various minerals, like you can say sulfate, okay, phosphate, nitrate, besides of it magnesium and zinc. Or you can say these all minerals are present in the soil as well. These all minerals are present in the soil as well, but in soil they are present in very less concentration. Inside the root it is present in high concentration. So if further roots wants to absorb these all mineral, still it wants to absorb these all mineral, then it has to put energy to absorb, to take these mineral. Okay, so roots take this mineral from low concentration to high concentration by the utilization of energy. This is known as active transport. Understood? This is known as active transport. Here we are talking about the molecules. Okay, fine. Now there is an opposite phenomenon of this is known as passive transport. Okay, this passive transport is similar to diffusion, which we have done already. In diffusion, what we said, that liquid or gaseous molecule, they move from high concentration to low concentration. And passive transport is similar also, the movement of molecule from high to low without the expenditure of energy. There is no utilization of energy takes place. So this is all about active transport. I hope it is clear. Now let's talk about the second point, that is turgidity and flaccidity. Now what happen in turgidity? See, when a cell is placed in a solution which is what, hypotonic solution. Okay, what I am saying, when cell is placed in a solution which is hypotonic, means what? Here solute concentration is less and water, or you can say solvent, is very high. So what will happen? The water will start going inside the cell. The water will start going inside the cell. This phenomenon, do you remember what we call it as the endosmosis? Okay, so due to which what happened, the cell will start expanding. The cell will start expanding. See, this is the cell. If it is a plant cell, and inside the cell membrane, so it will start expanding. Okay, and this plasma membrane get extend till the cell wall. It extend till the cell wall. Now at this time what happened, there is no further movement of water takes place inside the cell, because cell has extended at its most place, so no further movement of water takes place. At this moment this cell is known as turgid cell. Okay, this cell is known as turgid. Now it is no more able to take water inside this, and the phenomenon is known as turgidity. Okay, This is known as turgidity. Let's understand it with one more example. Suppose this is a cell, okay? This is the cell wall and this is the cell membrane. Okay, now here inside what is happening, the solute concentration is very high. The solute is very high. We can say solute is inside high, or we can say solute is outside very less. Both are same condition. So what will happen, due to this high osmotic pressure, you know osmotic pressure, when there is a large number of solute particles, the osmotic pressure will become high, and due to which water will start coming inside the cell. So what will happen, water will start going inside the cell. This is actually called osmotic pressure, because of which water goes inside. Now this is the sideways. Now there are two more points are also there, because water is getting inside. So inside the cell content, this is what cell content, it is start pushing or putting a pressure against the wall of the cell, okay, against the wall of the cell. This pressure is known as Turgor pressure. This is called Turgor pressure. See what is happening, if water is coming inside the cell, cell will start extending, okay, it increasing its size. It's only because of this Turgor pressure, okay. Now opposite, what is happening, the cell wall also putting pressure on the cell content in opposite direction. This is known as wall pressure, okay. So they both are acting opposite to each other. Now when the condition arrive, when this Turgor pressure and this wall pressure, this Turgor pressure and this wall pressure become equal, at this condition the cell is called in turgid state, okay. The cell is called turgid, because at now no more water is able to come inside the cell. Understood all the phenomenon, the osmotic pressure, Turgor pressure, wall pressure, what is turgidity, and what do you mean by Turgor cell, okay, or turgid cell. Clear? Now what is happening, as we have put this cell inside the water, water has come inside and the cell is fully formed turgid cell, okay. That is all happening. Now if we put this cell, if we put this fully formed turgid cell inside a solution of around 5% either the sugar or salt solution, it means now we are providing the solute outside the solution, okay. Here solute amount is very high and solvent is very less, whereas inside the cell solvent very high and solute very less. So what will happen, can you tell me what will happen? Water will start coming out, this is called exosmosis. Now can you tell me one more thing, at this condition, this one solution, what type of solution is this? This is the hypertonic solution, okay. This is a kind of revision also, because we have already done these topics, okay. Hypertonic solution, we call it as the hypertonic solution. So what is happening, water is coming outside, so slowly what is happening, this cell membrane will get detached from this cell wall and coming in the center, and cytoplasm, this is the cytoplasm, it also start getting shrinking, okay, getting shrunken or shrinking, and cell membrane also start getting detached from cell wall, okay. Clear? So at this condition, this process is known as plasmolysis. Getting me? When the water comes outside from the cell, the cytoplasm gets shrunken and the cell membrane get detached from the cell wall. This process is known as plasmolysis, and in this state the cell is known as flaccid, okay. The cell is known as flaccid cell, means what, the water has come out of the cell, and the process or phenomenon is known as flaccidity, okay. Flaccidity. Now if we put this cell back to the normal water, okay, if we'll put this cell back to the normal water, or this it's contain large amount of water. So this is the cell, okay, this is the cell, and the cytoplasm has been shrunken and get placed at one corner. Now what will happen? Normal water, so again water will start going inside this cell, and again this cell membrane will get attached or will extend it till the cell wall, and cytoplasm will also get swell up, or cell will again get swell up. Means what? Cell will again become turgid. Okay, so this process now is known as deplasmolysis. Deplasmolysis, understood? Okay, plasmolysis and deplasmolysis. Are you clear with this one? Now let's take further the use of or properties of this turgidity and flaccidity. What are the function or application of these turgidity and flaccidity? See, the first thing which the turgidity do is what? Build up, or it is responsible for turgidity, or you can say rigidity of soft tissue, like leaf. Okay, so what is happening in leaf? As you know, when there is a fully sunlight, or you can say full sunlight in the daytime, what is happening? There's a too much sunlight is putting or exposed on the leaf, so water will goes outside of the leaf through the stomata. So much amount of water goes outside of the leaf, and then in this condition cell is in the flaccid state. Okay, because water has gone outside. Now again during the evening time, because there's no more transpiration is taking place, or there's no more sunlight, so no more loss of water is taking place, and the root is continuously absorbing the water, so again cell will become turgid. Okay, cell will become turgid, and again cell will attain its rigidity. So it is basically responsible for the rigidity or shape of the cell, for maintenance of the shape of the cell, because of which water comes inside and maintain a cell shape. Clear? Okay, now the what is second point? Turgidity also help the cell to comes out of hard surfaces. Okay, hard surfaces. What is happening? As in case of a cell, when water is coming inside, or when turgidity is taking place, what happens? The cell will increase its size. Because of the increase in size, cell is putting pressure outward, in outward direction, like in seed coat. When seed is going to germinate, the seed coat is also burst. Okay, so same is happening. Sometimes you might have observed some roots of the cell, they comes out of the ground, they break the ground surfaces and they comes out of the ground. It's only because of this turgidity, cell put pressure and it can break the hard surfaces as well. Okay, now what is the third point of turgidity? That is, turgidity is responsible for formation of root pressure. Okay, so the third point is what? It is responsible for root pressure. Now what do you mean by root pressure? What is happening? See, this is a plant, here the root. Now if we make a cut nearby the root, what will you observe? A kind of liquid will comes out from this surfaces, and a large amount of liquid will comes out. This is actually what? Cell sap. Okay, what kind of liquid is this? What is happening? So root is continuously absorbing water due to the change in turgidity and flaccidity of the cells. That's why root is continuously absorbing water. But what happened during the night time? Because transpiration is not taking place, so there is no more loss of water and continuous absorption of water by the root. It put a pressure nearby this area, that is called root pressure. Okay, and it's only because of the change in turgidity and flaccidity of cells of what? Like cortex as well as other cells, okay, root cells. Clear? So that is called that is why root pressure, if we want to define the root pressure, is what? This is the pressure which is generated in the root due to the absorption of water, due to which what? Water goes upward direction. Water goes in upward direction in the stem, or this phenomenon is also known as ascent of sap. Okay, what do you mean by ascent of sap? That is the upward movement of water in the stem due to root pressure or due to some another force. That is called ascent of sap, traveling of sap. That is called ascent of sap. Okay, so due to root pressure, water is going upward direction in the stem. Clear? Okay, now what is the fourth utilization or the properties of turgidity? That is, it is also responsible for opening and closing of stomata. What happened? Opening and closing of stomata. Okay, so how does open and close? See, as you know, what is the structure of a stomata? This is the structure of a stomata. Here are two guard cells whose inner wall is slightly thick and elastic. Okay, this is thick and elastic. Okay, this guard cell contain large amount of what? Chloroplast. The guard cell is surrounded by various cells which are called as epidermal cell. Okay, these all are what? Epidermal cell. 1 minute. Epidermal cells. Okay, fine. So what happening now during the daytime when there's a sunlight is available? So what happened? These are chloroplasts. They take the sunlight and make the food by the process of photosynthesis. Now due to the formation of food inside this guard cell, what happened? There is so much amount of solute is present in guard cell. Now due to the high concentration of solute, what is happening? The osmotic pressure will also increase. Now it will demand the water. Okay, so what will happen? Now from the nearby cell, water will start coming inside the guard cell. Okay, water will start coming inside the guard cell. कहाँ से आ रहा है? From the epidermal cell, water comes inside the guard cells. Okay, now because of this, guard cell become turgid. So if it will turgid, the outer cell wall will extend outward direction in this direction, and due to which the cell, or you can say stomata, get open. Okay, due to which stomata gets open, because guard cell has become turgid. If you want to understand like this, you can understand. So this is these two are the guard cell, and in this guard cell lots of amount of water comes inside. So what is happening? The outermost surface, it will become extend towards the outside, and this is how it is happening. And at last what is happening? The stomatas get open. Okay, clear? Now what happened at the night time? When there's a night, there's no more sunlight is taking present in night. So what happened? Again, there's no more food is forming inside the guard cell, and now there's a less osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure will get down. So what will happen? The water will goes out of the guard cell again into the epidermal cell. Okay, so water will goes outside, and what will happen? Now the guard cell has become flaccid. Now it will become flaccid, and because of the flaccidity, again the guard cell will close. Okay, like this. So this is the guard cell which is open. Now water will goes outside against the outermost cell wall. It get flattened. So they get flattened, and this is how stomata get closed. So this is how, due to the change in turgidity, opening and closing of stomata takes place. Okay, now let's take the last point of this property, that is Turgor Moment. Okay, what is Turgor Moment? Okay, so have you ever seen a plant? This is Turgor Moment. if you have seen a plant, name is Mimosa pudica. Okay, what? Mimosa pudica. Okay, which is in Hindi called as chui mui. Okay, what happened in this chui mui? Have you ever observed when you touch the plant of this chui mui? Okay, so what happened? See, this is the plant. These are the leaves of this Mimosa pudica, and the leaf is further divided into leaflet. This is leaflet. Okay, so this is the leaflet, and they're present on a petiole. That petiole, it's like this swollen part. Oh, sorry, the swollen part of petiole is called as pulvinus. Okay, so this is the one leaf which is further divided into like this. You can also consider like this. So this is the petiole, this is the petiole, okay, and this is further swollen, which is called pulvinus. So what is happening in this case? Whenever any sensation it get, whenever we touch the leaflet, so what happened? The sensation goes inside, and what happened at the base of the leaflet, at the base, this is the base, at the base of the leaflet as well as at the base of this pulvinus, at the base of this pulvinus, they both lose their turgidity. Okay, the phenomenon behind it is not discussed in your book, so I'm not going to discuss it. But due to some reason they lose their turgidity, and because of turgidity they drop down. So what happened? The whole leaf it get closed, the whole leaf get closed. So if you put your hand very strongly, what happened? This sensation goes into another leaf also, into this one, the whole leaves get closed. Okay, and after some time when they again gain their turgidity, these all get open. This is known as Turgor Moment. Clear? This is known as Turgor Moment. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now let's take the third point, that is root pressure. As we have already discussed root pressure, let's take it a little bit in more detail. So root pressure is what, as I told you, the pressure generated at the root due to continuously absorption of water from the outside to the inside of the cell. Okay, so what happened? Inside, water is coming outside, so that is water coming inside, sorry. So they create a pressure that is called root pressure, which is actually responsible for the upward movement of water in the stem. Now how this water is coming inside this one, let's take a look of it. Okay, so see, this one I am telling you a root structure. Okay, so outside it, as you can see, this is the root here, from where water is coming inside. Okay, so how it will come inside? The outermost layer is called as the epidermis. Okay, actually root hair is the extension of this epidermal layer. Okay, now outermost is epidermis. Now inside this there are so many cells through which water travel, that is called cortex. Okay, now after passing through this cortex, there one more layer is called, that is endodermis. This is what? Endodermis. Okay, now in this endodermis there are two kind of cells are present. One is called this is the vascular bundle, and another is what? Xylem. These are the xylem which are present at certain distance. Okay, and the remaining is what? Phloem, and there's a parenchyma cells also. So this is xylem, here it is phloem. Okay, and this whole is known as pericycle. Okay, so what is happening? The water is going inside through the epidermal cell, then the cortex, then epidermis, and ultimately reach till the xylem, because water is traveling in the xylem. Okay, water is traveling in the xylem. So because in xylem, so if I'll draw over here, so through root it reach till the xylem. Here xylem is there. So till the xylem the water has reached. Now continuously it is reaching and continuously it is collecting over here, which is putting a pressure that is known as root pressure. Clear? Okay. Now because of this root pressure, what happened? Water goes upward direction and reach till the leaf. Okay. For long distance transport, single root pressure is not responsible. But what happened in night time, because continuously water is coming inside the root or inside the xylem, so what happened, the water comes here and at the tips of this leaf water is loose or it is lost in the form of water droplet. Okay, what I'm saying, due to the excessive pressure that need to be released, water is lost through the tip of or through the margin or through the tip of the leaf in the form of water droplet, and this phenomenon is known as guttation. Okay, I'm repeating again. Due to the excessive root pressure, the water goes till the leaf, and here in the leaf, from the margin of the leaf or at the tip of the leaf, water is lost in the form of water droplets. See, this is a losing of water in the form of water droplets, in the form of liquid form. In transpiration, water lost in the form of vapor or gaseous form. Okay, and this process is known as guttation. So you might have observed also in early morning when you go in the garden, you will find or observe various water droplets on the edges of the grasses. Okay, that is the process of guttation. Are you clear about it? Guttation. Okay, so in this video we have talked about active transport, flaccidity and turgidity, as well as root pressure. I hope these all 3 points are clear to all of you. Okay, till now if you have any doubt, you can put your query in the comment box, and if you really understood also, then also please let me know through your comment section, as well as you can press the bell icon at my new notification or upcoming notification. Okay, so thank you so much guys for watching this video.